what's up? It's Jay-Z.
Hey, I'm Mariah Carey.
Hey, it's Katy Perry.
It's your boy T.I.P., man. Get it. It's your boy Sean Kingston.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce.
This is Nicki Minaj, and I'm in the mix with
IBNX Radio.
And we're back here on IBNX Radio. Continuing just the awards talk. Defensive Player of the Year.
I thought Anthony Davis should have got it.
I thought, looking at the numbers too, and how they played, I wouldn't be opposed to him getting it, but I didn't have a problem with Goldberg getting it. Yeah,
because that's all he could do.
His nickname is for defense. The French deflector.
I don't like it.
I had no problem with it. I thought,
Didn't Anthony Davis lead the league in blocks?
No, he was second.
Goldberg was first.
Yeah, Goldberg was first.
I still get it. I think I would have given Anthony Davis. But okay.
Because Anthony Davis can defend at the rim and perimeter.
So I think he definitely had more steals than
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I'd have gave it to Anthony Davis, but okay.
Not a problem. Coach of the Year?
I still think the coach from the Utah Jazz should have got it. I do not think Dwayne Casey should have got it. I'm sorry. But happy for him, despite him getting fired. Happy for him. Good job. Congratulations. No hate. I'm just saying.
At all. No hate.
You've been one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference the last 4 years and done nothing with it.
But they haven't been first.
They've been top 3 the last 3 years.
They have. Okay.
Yeah. I forgot what it is. I'm drawing a blank as the Utah Jazz coach.
It'll come to us watch later.
Yeah, it definitely will.
6 man.
Not even
hands
arguing.
down.
Hands down. When you come to the bench and get 50, you win.
Hands down.
You come to the bench and get 50.
If you get All-Star votes and you're supposed to be in the All-Star game, you deserve it. They should have gave him the award mid season.
After all right, you know what we're not going to do since you didn't get the All-Star game. Just take the 6
Just
man
take that.
award.
Just here.
Shout out to Lou Will, man.
Absolutely. Atlanta native. Most improved player.
I didn't even do. Who got most?
Victor Oladipo. No problem with it.
None.
At all.
First year All-Star helped. The main reason that Indiana Pacers team was relevant and they made the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Victor Oladipo, hands down.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know. I thought they just gave it away. We're not even going to do it this year just because he had to win it.
No. Okay, so moving on. Paul George, the man of the summer.
Was the man of the summer.
Has a series coming out.
With ESPN.
For his decision. Does he deserve it?
No.
And where does he go?
No.
He doesn't deserve it at all.
A series? Come on, bro. Come on, man. LeBron got killed. Burn his jersey. The decision, the special, which was
special.
Was a day. What was that? Like a couple hours? Mm-hmm. Was the worst thing LeBron
interview
James,
and then at the end.
Was LeBron James' worst thing he could have done in his career, I think. I think that was what made most people start to hate LeBron James.
Absolutely.
Because at that point, he hadn't done anything. He won an MVP, maybe 2. That was it.
That was his blemish on his career. The decision.
The decision special.
Absolutely.
Was a blemish on his career. Now we're talking about a man with no MVPs, couple All-Star games, good job, no finals appearances. The people who are questioning can be the main guy on
Absolutely.
your team. Now gets a whole special on you picking your team? No, it's not deserved. Absolutely not. No. This is bad. And the fact that ESPN is backing this upsets me. Because if this was a regular web series, all right, cool. Somebody just want to make it come up, make a quick buck, I get it. But ESPN? Really?
Nike has something to do with this.
I don't care who had anything to do with it. It's not deserved. It's not deserved. The only person that's deserving of it, Kevin Durant's deserving of it.
Okay.
Somebody like James Harden would be deserving of it. LeBron, of course, would be deserving of it. Steph Curry may be deserving of it. I know Paul George. Paul George, Giannis. I would have rather see if Giannis be a free agent. I think Giannis deserved it more than he does.
Why?
I feel like Giannis is just fresh. Like people are like Paul George at the point is like, if you don't do nothing in this next team, done with you.
Yeah. So Giannis is like the Greek Freak is like he's looked upon as one of the top 5 best players in the league,
and he's looked at as the face of the NBA once these guys go. Like once LeBron taps out, people's like him and KD gonna be fighting for this. Paul George is not in the conversation of the face of the NBA at all. So no, I don't think he deserves it. I'm interested to see where he goes. I think he end up buckling down and just be like, I'm going home. I don't see him going back to Oklahoma City. I don't see him coming to the East Coast like Philly. I don't see him jumping out the window doing anything like that. He won't come to New York. So I think the only place for him, if they do trade for Kawhi Leonard, though, I do see him sliding in playing at the Spurs, though. I can see him just going, I'll go to the Spurs. But I think it's very far-fetched. It's just not too many teams I think that's appealing to Paul George.
I get it.
I think he does end up like, I'll go to LA. Yeah. I think this is just like, we're going to build this up for the special. Make people watch. We're going to say we're going.
The special.
We're going to say we're going, then we're going to be like, nah, I changed my mind. Then we're going to be like, we going again. He's going to LA. Simple. Where else is he going?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of it at all. This is just 2010 LeBron decision 2.0. That's all it is. It's minus the greatness of the player that's in it.
I'm glad you said that.
Minus the player that who it is. But
glad you
the whole thing, this is LeBron 2010 2.0 because LeBron basically had a special, 2-hour special. Now,
who wasn't, and at that point, he wasn't the best player on the planet yet. Kobe was still the best player on the planet.
To me, and it should be to everybody. But now you're having a series. And let's be real. It was corny when LeBron did it. It's going to be corny now. It's just corny. But I understood why LeBron did it, though. I had to really think about why LeBron did that. Because LeBron didn't go to college, so he didn't get to do his little decision, You understand? So this was his thing. Oh, yeah, I'm going. I commit. Yeah, he was supposed to go to Ohio State, but he didn't commit. He knew he was going to the league. So
the NCAA deemed him ineligible.
Because he got the Hummer. He knew he was going to the league. The Hummer, let's go. But that was his college thing. Paul George, you went to Fresno State. I don't know what this is for. I don't know. I don't get it. It's corny.
Not watching it at all.
I don't get it. But whatever. I'm not really.
I don't think people found Paul George as interesting as LeBron James.
I don't know. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. It's corny. Point blank, period. It's corny. Very corny. But all this is telling me is that we know he's not staying in OKC. For you to do a special means you're not staying. So everybody in Oklahoma.
Put out a tweet. I'm coming back to Oklahoma City.
Exactly.
It's over.
But you're doing a special. You're not doing a special to stay in OKC.
So where you going?
It's a special because
you're going to Los Angeles.
You're coming home. This is a special. This is special. Oh, he's coming home.
What if he goes to the Clippers? I cry
if he go to the Clippers, that's still coming home too, though.
I would laugh.
But you know what? There's a lot of reports saying that don't leave out the fact that he can go to the Clippers. Why? Because of the man that they just appointed in the front office, consultant. But we know what it is. Jerry West. Jerry West was behind the cornerstone of the dynasties in the Lakers, with the Lakers. He was a cornerstone of the dynasty when he went up to Golden State. He was in that front office to start that dynasty. Now you bring him back to LA, now with the Clippers. Doc Rivers, we need you to step down like you're not doing it. Get Austin Rivers up out of here. Got him up out of here early. I'm in the front office now. Get him out of here early. We going because DeAndre Jordan is probably going to be gone. So don't leave out the fact that they can probably get Kawhi and Paul George.
They're not getting both.
Don't leave it out. Do not leave it out.
No way.
Do not leave it out.
The Clippers?
Do not leave it out. And the reason I'm saying this,
cloud over the Clippers.
But it's a different. Now they have the white cloud, and that's Jerry West. The logo is different. Anything he touches turns to gold. It's different now. It's different when you have this man. He just brings greatness.
I feel like the Lakers wasn't fair. Like the Lakers is not fair to give him that because the Lakers had so much history before him. And
he brought 10 championships. Since his tenure. When his tenure started, he brought 10. That's 5 with Kareem and Magic. 3 with Kobe and Shaq,
and then 2
with Kobe and Powell. He brought 10 from his tenure. So even though they have 19, he brought 10 of those.
Well, he lost 8 times as a player. He know how to pick them.
But he also won the MVP as a losing team. So, yeah. So I don't really care for the decision. Does he deserve it? He hasn't done anything to deserve it.
So we agree on that. Does LeBron James leave $36 million on the table and go somewhere else?
That's a lot of money. And you know what it is?
I think that's a lot of money for anybody.
It's a lot of money for anybody.
For even a billionaire, that's a lot of money.
Let's call a spade a spade. It's a lot of money. And the reason this is so hard this time around is because, okay, there's nothing that's appealing to, oh yeah, that's a definite I'm go there. When he left the first time, he was going to Miami. His best friend, one of his friends, Chris Bosh, and they was going to build a powerhouse. They knew what was going on. They're joining forces to do this. The second time he left, I already won 2 championships. I'm with the 4 straight finals. I'm going to come home. You have a young Kyrie. I got Kevin Love on the phone. They're going to make that happen. He's going to come. Now, he went to another 4 straight finals, 1-1. Now it's like, where do I go? That's appealing. LA is cool, but I don't know who's going to go meet me there.
I think that's
I have a young core. Yeah, but I'm used to, dominance of me at least going late into the playoffs.
I think any championship team that you've seen, you got to have guys with you.
Yes.
You got to have championship guys with you, championship caliber guys with you.
But see, everywhere he went, though, he was able to. All right, he went to Miami. He had a best friend there.
But he had a guy who has championship caliber. Right?
Exactly. And then when he's going back, he know he's bringing that caliber, but he know he has a dog at that point guard position, an all-star certified, walking 25 ball. And then you have another guy you're bringing that was a walking 20 and 10.
Best power forward in the NBA
at that time. Now I'm going, okay, you want me to go to LA? That's cool. I have a young core there. Potential, but I don't know who's gonna come. I don't know. Me and Paul George not that cool. Like, I'm not calling him like, you going? He doesn't have that. Do I stay, get the $36 million, and we can't revamp the roster because these contracts are set? Do I go to Philly? I don't know if I'm gonna stay. It's very difficult this time around.
I think with LeBron, I think the decision he makes is a lifestyle decision.
Now,
I don't think it's a. I think it's all right. I got 3 kids. My 2 oldest sons are in school. Where can they go to school? Where can they, wherever I go, this is probably going to be the it. Unless I go back to Cleveland one year just to retire as a Cavalier, which I can see him doing. He has a house in L.A. already. Remember that one got vandalized last year. They were talking about
he has
that.
2 houses in L.A.
So L.A. is probably like, okay, the transition won't be as bad.
And business-wise,
it makes sense.
He can run his business from anywhere.
He is his business. He is his business. Would love to see him in the Knicks jersey. This is not going to happen, but I would love to see him in the Knicks jersey. I really don't know. I think it really depends on what LA does with this Kawhi Leonard trade.
I think he doesn't. He's not going to make no moves unless he knows.
He said he's making a decision July 4th. So we got a whole other week.
That's what he said. He's making this. I think he might stay.
I think he might stay.
But you know what's crazy? That's why the Lakers are trying to push to make
the Kawhi Leonard trade happen
by Friday. Yes.
Which we're gonna walk right into in a little bit. We don't need to take a commercial break, do we?
Nah, we're good.
So let's step away from the free agent talk, and we're gonna get right back into it. Let's step away from this right now. They have dubbed June 20th National Trade Dwight Howard Day. So being that was a week ago, do you think Dwight Howard has maximized his NBA potential? Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
To answer the first part of that, no, he did not maximize his full potential. But there's a couple of reasons why that happened.
I think the back was the main reason why.
That injury is part of it, but also he was given a gift and a curse. coming out of high school, number 1 pick, a walking specimen. He's a creator player. Can jump, run, just athletically gifted. You could jump over anybody. So that's what you use. Now you're put in a situation in Orlando where you're deemed a great coach. I like Stan Van Gundy. I really do. I like Stan Van Gundy. And he was able to build around you, your strengths and your weaknesses.
Put a lot of shooters around you.
A lot of shooters. Then you give him a point guard that can handle the ball, can handle the pick and roll, and can throw lobs, and can still shoot the rock. You have Rashard Lewis when they went on their finals run. You have Rashard Lewis that can stretch the floor at the stretch 4.
Hedo Turkoglu.
Now you got Hedo Turkoglu at the 3 that can stretch the floor.
Yeah, the young corny league could defend.
Can defend. Now you have everybody can defend. Kinda Turkoglu is all right, but he can still stay in front of somebody. Okay. Now they can't double you, so you don't need great post moves because 9 times out of 10 the person that's guarding you, you're faster, you're quicker, and you can jump higher.
And you're not getting double teamed.
And you're not getting double teamed because they got to stay on the shooters. So they built the right core around him, so he didn't really have to work on other aspects of his game like a post game, which hurt him. Now, one of the things I think hurt him as well is leaving Orlando. Now you get put in a situation in LA. You go to LA. Now you're just coming off back injury.
Which I think that wasn't fair to the LA people.
It wasn't.
LA mistreated him.
It wasn't, but that's just like going to any market. Listen, you shouldn't, if you wasn't good enough, don't come back. Regardless of the pressure that they're putting on you, don't play if you're not 100%. You came back, you played, you have the pressure now. This is not Orlando. This is Lakerland. And you have Kobe Bryant that's going to demand everything from you. Your excellence. He just had Shaq. Aging, like, this is a champion. You're coming to a champ, like, it was champion or die in Lakerland. Especially when you're dealing with that mindset. Now the pressure's on you. You're a fun-loving guy. You're a cool guy. You like to dance. You like to play. You have that. Yeah, but you're not a killer. He doesn't have that killer instinct. Now you get put in a situation where you're not 100%. The fans are turning on you. Now you're not happy there. So now you want to trade. You go to Houston. You're not the man. This team is not built around you. You can't post up. You're not demanding a double team no more because you're not as athletic as you used to be. This team is James Harden. Everything is focused around him. So now your productivity is not as it was in Orlando because this team is not focused around you. So now your career is spiraling. So they get you out of there after 2 years, and you go to Atlanta. Come on. Career is basically in the gutter right now. Nobody even knows your numbers. You were still averaging a double-double, but it was not impactful. Try to revive your career. Let's go to Charlotte.
You forgot a team in between.
Who?
The Hawks.
That's what I just said. Atlanta. He came here to Atlanta. That's what I just said. I said you still average a double-double, but it was not impactful.
Let's go to Charlotte to try to revitalize your career.
No, I said before, if I did that, I meant the Hawks first, and then he went to Charlotte. Wasn't impactful. Now, you went to all these teams. You left Orlando, and you have not gained any potential. You had LA. You had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Listen, call him on the phone. I need post-up moves. I need this. You went to Houston. The dream. Listen, I need help. Help me. Help me. Help me.
I hear what you're saying.
But no. So no, he did not gain his. He went to 2 franchises that had 2 arguably the best big men in NBA history and could not get a post-up game, a legit post-up game at all. Now, your last question, is he a Hall of Famer? Absolutely.
So we agree.
Absolutely a Hall of Famer.
All right, let me read off the numbers to you. 8-time NBA All-Star. 5-time NBA All-First Team. 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. 4-time All-First Team Defense. 5-time NBA Rebounding Champion. A gold medalist. Yes. 17,999 points. So he has 18,000 points. 13,101 blocks. I'm rebounds. and 2,047 blocks.
And how many defensive players a year? 3.
3.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
And a gold medal.
Hall of Famer.
Because people got it for less.
Absolutely.
Like we consider Charles Barkley to be one of the greats. Charles Barkley has 1 MVP that over Dwight and 3 more All-Star games.
Ben Wallace. Hall of Famer. He got 4 defensive player of the year.
So Dwight Howard is absolutely a Hall of Famer.
Famer.
It's not even up for discussion. Did he max? I agree with you with the maximizing his NBA potential. I don't think he was ever. I think a lot of it was. I'm interested to see how well or how long did he recover from that back injury. Because that whole year, the Laker year, that whole team was plagued with injuries, and I think it was a lot of turmoil. It was a lot of turmoil going on because not only did you started with Mike Brown, right? You started with Mike Brown. Then you went to Mike D'Antoni. Mm-hmm. And then you finished up with Byron Scott. Mm-hmm. So I think Kobe Bryant, and I'm going to put a little bit of the blame on Kobe. Yeah. Kobe Bryant at that time was making all the decisions in terms of what he wanted, what he did.
How do you blame? You know what? I want you to finish that quote, but we got to take a quick break. Come back with that same energy.
Okay.
All right. We're taking a quick break. You're listening to Topics on IBNX Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, each and every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. JC Squared on the air show. Jason J-Boy Carey. JC Squared on the air. The reason. Good music. Celebrity birthday. The Daily Zoom segment. And Today in Hip Hop. IBNX Radio and the JC Squared on the air show. So much fun you didn't even realize you learned something. This message has been brought to you by Day Ray Media.
And we're back.
We're back. My bad.
So keep that same energy because you said you blame part of the blame.
A lot of that was Kobe Bryant. I don't think Dwight Howard was a great fit going forward, personally. I don't think LA was ever a good fit. Dwight Howard and Kobe Bryant. Just because I feel like a lot of that, like Kobe Bryant was demanding a lot of from Dwight Howard. But at that time, Kobe was like, I used to watch a lot of Lakers games where Dwight Howard at that time still was that guy. I would be mad too because you was playing with a Kobe Bryant who I watched a lot, dribble down a lot of shot clocks, and take a lot of fadeaway threes at that time. And I would be kind of pissed too if I'm one of the better big men in the NBA, if not the best big man in the NBA, and I'm posting up, rebounding, running the floor, and I'm not getting any touches.
But when you play with a person like Kobe, he demands greatness, one, so you're absolutely correct on that. But he wants to see you want it. Like, the first year they went to the finals and Powell played good. He was an all-star that first year. Powell was soft his first year. Very soft. That second year when he seen that he wanted it. You running down, like Shaq always said, run rim to rim. Turn around. Nobody's as strong as you. Turn around, demand the ball. Get 2 3-second calls in a row. Like, I'm open. Oh, now you have to realize, like, oh, hold up. That's 2 in a row. He's camping down there. Nobody's guarding him. He doesn't show. Give up. Give up. You got to be aggressive.
That team was hurt from the start because that was the original super team.
Listen, man. If Nash oh, man. I was so excited.
That was the original super team. If anybody's crying about a super team, that's a super team. My friend said the same thing. That's a super team. With Steve Nash, Pau Gasol, Dwight Howard,
Nash
Kobe
was
Bryant.
40.
Don't matter.
He was 40.
It don't matter.
He was 40.
It doesn't matter.
He was 40.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter because he wasn't in his prime anymore. He was not in his prime anymore.
Even if he wasn't MVP Steve Nash, he was still 11 assists, 15 points Steve Nash.
All right. I mean, his impact was different. His impact was different. He couldn't stay in front of a can of garbage.
He couldn't stay in front of nobody when he was MVP.
But all right, but at least when you was MVP, you was giving me 18 and 12.
Nah, 28 12, something like that. Like 26 and 12, something like that.
You understand what I'm saying? It was impactful. Right now, you can't. You just.
Nah, I think that Steve Nash with that because he wouldn't have to do that much.
He wouldn't because you have
wasn't
Kobe.
Lamar Odom on the team too?
Lamar and they had
Bro. Come on. They were just hurt, and it just never got off. It just never could find the right coach. So back to the Lakers. Now we're on the Lakers. Well, we're staying on the Lakers. Are the Lakers under pressure to make a deal this summer?
Well, so you're going off what Magic was saying.
Yeah, or per Magic Johnson's comments. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, not no problem. And if anybody doesn't know, there was like he basically stated there is no pressure. He also stated if we do not sign who we think we can, we'll turn our attention to next summer. Like I do feel, being a Laker fan, I do feel it was gonna be what we do for the next 2 summers. So I agree with that. So if you look at the list of free agents from this summer and next summer, I don't feel all the pressure is on this summer, but we have to get at least 2 by next summer.
Okay. Well, who's a free agent? Well, Kawhi's a free agent next year.
Kawhi, Kyrie, I'm just trying to remember the names right now.
Kemba.
Kemba?
I think Kemba's a free agent next year.
Next year? There's a few more. I have to pull that list up.
You know what the crazy part was? I was reading something about
Klay Thompson.
Which is a possibility.
Klay Thompson.
Which is a possibility.
Kevin Durant, but
he about to resign.
Yeah.
He's about to resign.
So
you agree with Magic?
Yeah, I agree. It's not all about, don't put all the pressure on this summer.
I agree also with Magic. Magic made a good point. He said, I'm not making a deal now for the fans and for you guys to like me. Just because I did something for you guys to like me. Because he said I could go out, hypothetically, I could go get DeAndre Jordan. Hey, I did something.
Absolutely.
DeAndre Jordan's not going to help you make the playoffs.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
So I agree with it. I don't think they're under pressure. But I was reading something. They have the potential to get all 3 of those guys, Kawhi, Paul George, LeBron for a year, well, Kawhi for a year, and still trade and get Kemba Walker. With still a chance to keep Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma.
Now, how much love, Magic, do you have for Lonzo Ball?
I'm trading Lonzo for Kemba right now. I'm sorry.
I hit it. I get it. Kemba's going to be, how old am I? Kemba's
my age. Kemba's 28.
28. I get it.
So you wouldn't trade Lonzo Ball for Kemba Walker? I'm asking you right now.
If I'm Magic?
No.
Why would you put me on the spot? Why would you put me on the spot like that?
Magic, because clearly you're not Magic. If you're in Magic shoes, you're not, and you had that trade is on the table.
That's on the table.
It's right here in front of you, like this paper. It's on the table. Kimba for Lonzo. What's up?
I wouldn't do it if
Why?
no. Listen to what I'm saying. I wouldn't do it if there's no LeBron and Paul George factor. I wouldn't want to just bring him over and it's by himself.
Cool.
Now, if I bring Bron and Paul George and you still tell me I can get Kimba straight up for Lonzo, deuces, I need that. I need that.
I like how you spun out of that. That was great. I like
Thank
how
you.
Appreciate
it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I mean, I'm just letting you know what it is and how it is. Speaking on this free agents, like I said, the surrounding these 2 years is going to be a big free agent class. But let's take a rundown memory lane. Can you think of any? Matter of fact, what's notable free agents in history, regardless of the sport, NBA, baseball, football, that were team changes?
I got a few.
Who? We good?
The first one, of course, is LeBron going to Miami the first time.
Yeah, I had that too. That was easy.
A lot of people got the Kevin Durant thing. I don't really got it.
How you don't?
Because they was a championship team already.
But they lost the year before. He just won 2 with them. Doesn't matter.
I don't think it shaped the Warriors. The only reason why they didn't win was because Draymond Green got suspended.
Okay. I can say the same thing. At the end of the day, that's still what that became a dynasty.
Okay, we'll put it there. Steve Nash going to the Suns. From Dallas.
Okay. All right.
This one was a good one. Watch this one. Drew Brees going to the Saints.
I had Drew Brees. And you know what? I was like, he's probably going to say this.
Peyton Manning going to the Broncos.
On my list.
Is Shannon Sharp on your list?
No, Shannon Sharp is not on my list.
Shannon
Going to the Ravens?
To the Ravens in 2000. What was the year they won the Super Bowl?
Absolutely. That's a very good one. That's a very, very good one. I like that.
And you're going to like this one even more in the aspect of David Ortiz going to the Red Sox in 2003. Now, insurmountably, in 2003, they didn't win it.
No.
Now, 2004, they won. Now, in 2003, do you know how much Boston gave David Ortiz if he made the team?
How
if
much?
he made the team.
If he made the team. How much?
$1.25 million.
He's arguably one of the best Red Sox players in history.
He's a Hall of Fame. Will be a Hall of Fame.
Got him 3.
Him for $125 million.
Wow.
No,
1.25
million in baseball.
It's chump change.
Peanuts.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That was great. That was good. That was a good one. Definitely a good one. So we basically had the same Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Deion Sanders, 95 Cowboys? To the Cowboys.
Before my time.
Got him. He got him a ring.
We got him just a ring?
When he was there.
Okay, so they won.
He won in 95. So when he got there, he won in 95. They won in 90 because because when he got there, they won the year after. So they won, yeah. Shaq.
To the Lakers?
To the Lakers.
Okay.
3 titles.
11 for you.
11 for me? Thank you. Cool.
Go get it. 11 for you.
Kareem to the Lakers. I had to go back some history. Kareem to the Lakers. He got him 5 NBA championships.
Okay. The tail end of his career. I don't think he shaped it, but okay.
It wasn't the tail end of his career.
Kareem had retired.
When?
He went to the Lakers.
No, he did not.
He had retired, I thought.
No, he did not.
He wasn't Kareem.
When he
wasn't pork chop Kareem. He wasn't pork chops Kareem.
You are crazy. You are insane.
He wasn't. He was bald head goggles Kareem.
All right, what year did Kareem come in? What, 68? 69?
What year were you born?
Not that far. Not that far.
You sure?
But by the time, yeah, because when he got to the Lakers, he got the Lakers in 76. So he probably had 10 years in the
Kareem was
league.
at your baby shower.
See, now you talking crazy. You talking crazy. Kareem was not at my baby shower. I wish he was, though.
Baby shower.
Probably so.
That's what I meant. He's at your Pop's baby shower.
My Pop's baby shower?
With
With me?
Yeah, that's what you told me.
That was the 80s.
That's why he was your
That was
favorite.
the 80s. That was the 80s. That was cool.
All right, my fault.
That's cool?
I heard the story wrong.
Oh, yeah. We're going to fix that later. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So, I mean, we basically had the same list. Just notable names.
There's got to be some more. Like Manny Ramirez going to the Red Sox as well.
If you're trying to think of just history.
Alex Rodriguez going to the Yankees, how big was that?
That was huge.
You think so?
It was huge. Even though he didn't achieve what we wanted him to achieve, but that was a huge pickup for us.
I feel like Ken Griffey Jr. should have been a Yankee at least once. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He got cheated. That was greatness. If he
the greatest athlete not to win a championship?
Is he the greatest to never win one? Damn, now you have to really think. He might be.
Another great free agent move. I'm throw it out there. My hockey fans are gonna appreciate this. Brett Hull going to the Detroit Red Wings and starting that dynasty in 2001.
And how many of they went off? 3?
3 or 4. Started with him. Brett Hull, 2001. The Detroit Red Wings.
Okay.
It's another notable one.
What about Wayne Gretzky going to the Kings?
Rangers or the Kings?
Yeah. From Montreal.
Yeah, but then Wayne Gretzky going to the Rangers also. And then Wayne Gretzky just being born.
This is Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky being born was the greatest pickup in hockey ever. Him being born. Wayne Gretzky being born was the best thing that happened to hockey. I'm just saying, Wayne Gretzky being born was the greatest thing that happened to hockey. He over here laughing because he know I'm dead serious.
Yo, that is so fact. That's so valid. That's extremely valid. That's extremely valid. I mean, then when you think of that, stuff like that, yeah, you think of players in their prime, or if you think of just notable pickups, KG going to Boston.
That was in a trade, though.
Sign and trade. He was a free agent. Sir Charles going to the Suns, even though he didn't win. He got an MVP while he was there. Took him to the finals the first year. They just ran up into the great one.
We had 40. That's average 40. That's
he won MVP. So I'm just saying.
You know how many MVPs get dogged?
Who?
David Robinson got smoked by Hakeem Olajuwon that series.
David Robinson had nightmares about Hakeem Olajuwon. Like, he did not want to guard him. That's why Dennis Rodman got mad at him. Because he sent Dennis Rodman at him. Like, listen, man, this is your position. This is who you're supposed to be guarding. But no, come on, Hakeem Olajuwon was a matchup nightmare. But
you the MVP, dog.
And the only reason he won the MVP is, he had a great season that year.
How you just might average 40 on you?
You know who that was? He's different.
Not the MVP.
He's different.
He wasn't the MVP,
He's
though.
different. David Roberts had a good season, but
Hakeem Olajuwon my favorite big man all the time. Just saying.
I would not even be mad at you. I'm not even mad at you a little bit. Greatness. Top 5. Easy. Moving on to just switching up to some baseball. Right?
We'll get to baseball.
So what we have next?
Do you think the NL, National League, should adopt the DH rule?
This was a good question, man.
Thank you.
This was a very good question.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I was just digging in the archive one time.
And I was really on the fence about this because when you think of sports, period, it's all about evolution. It's all about keeping the viewers engaged and what can you do to revamp your sport.
Now, I also feel like you just put your league at a disadvantage.
With that?
Yeah.
Well, my pick was no. I don't think they should adopt it.
Well, no.
I feel that now the National League, the only part, like, just to tell you both sides, I understand it if they do. I wouldn't be mad at it. But I feel now the National League will lose its identity. Now, it also takes out the factor of strategy when it comes to your manager, your skipper. Now with your pitcher hitting, it's all about strategy. Where you're gonna have your pitcher hitting in the lineup.
You always bats the knife, though.
Exactly. All right, but now you can. It's like Bumgarner is not. He can hit. Bumgarner can hit, and I think he hit 7th before.
He can hit for a pitcher.
All right, but listen.
Not like he can hit for a pitcher.
All right, and what about the
pitching standards?
What's the under pitching standards?
Like
that's because they don't pitch every day. I mean, because they don't hit every day because they don't pitch every day. Okay. I just think it would take out that factor. It just gives another twist to baseball once it gets to the World Series and in the league play. So now I think it takes out that strategy mind of what to do, how to set your lineup, how to pitch, this, that, and the third. I like that. It's the history of the game. I don't want to see it lose its identity that way. Because it's giving you the I don't know factor. You see a pitcher get up the bat. You know what? He probably going to strike out. Oh, wow. He just hit a home run. He just hit a double. Wow. Okay, it's the wow factor. Now we get the DH. Okay, he's a hitter. When he strikes out, wow, come on. This is all you do. You're supposed to get to the plate and hit. I just think it takes out that dynamic. But I wouldn't be mad at it because, sometimes pitchers do get injured at the plate. So I understand it. But my dynamic is I don't want to see it change, but I can understand if it does.
You brought a great point. You almost persuaded me to agree with you. Almost. I'm not even being funny. Almost. But I think I feel like you put yourself it's an advantage, but it's a disadvantage. It's an advantage for you if you're the National League team in the World Series.
Okay.
Because now the American League now has to strategize about putting their pitcher in the lineup when they haven't had to worry about it for 100-something games. Because in the league, they're not playing everybody in the league. in terms of. But however, you got to change the lineup now because you got the DH. So I just don't. I feel like it's just. I get it, but
that's where the strategy.
I'd rather see the DH.
I get it.
I'd rather see the DH. Either that, or I'd rather see the American League the pitchers have to pitch. I mean, hit in the American League.
So either or.
Either or.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So
Either or.
That's not a problem.
I don't know why. Like, why does the American League have a DH and the National League have a pitcher?
It's history of the game, you know. I don't know the you know, that's a good factor. I'm gonna look that up. Why is it like that?
Because they were two separate leagues before and they came together and formed a Major League Baseball.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So it just both leagues had
two different sets of rules.
Two different sets of rules, and they kept it that way once they merged them, which is the history. I love it. History is good. A lot of times, history is good in sports.
I guess.
No, and nothing wrong with revamping it.
I guess.
Switching to some college. Well, no. What we have next?
College football.
College football.
Got a lot of time. College football. Got a lot of time. College football.
Alabama Crimson Tide coming off another national championship.
Go ahead.
Nick Saban.
Don't do with the dramatics. Ask the question.
The
We don't got
man.
that much time.
You just said we had time, so now we don't have that much time.
If you're gonna do that, no.
So I can't do the suspense. This is what I do. Can I be me? Can I be me? Can I be great? Just let me be great.
Hurry up.
Oh my goodness. If you're Nick Saban, would you start Tua or Jalen Hurts this coming season?
I'm starting Jalen Hurts. I've lost 2 games with Jalen Hurts? No,
Yo,
one.
It's crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's really, really crazy that
Go ahead, Mr. Alabama man. Go ahead. The question was for you.
It's really no. I'm not cutting you off to take the answer. I'm just like we don't agree that much. But we agree sometimes. This was a great response. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. That was great because I didn't think we was going to agree on this.
Oh, you thought I was going to start Tua because of what he did?
Absolutely. But go ahead. Finish.
No, you got to go with Jalen Hurts. Because if not, you didn't transfer. You're going to park him on the bench with what somebody did with and I feel as an athlete who did a great job. Tua did a great job coming in and winning that championship.
Mm-hmm.
However, you were losing at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So you had all the gain and nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the first couple sessions don't work, the first couple series don't work, you just sub them out, Jalen Hurts back in the game, you hope your defense holds it down, they don't score that much. You're back to square one. Tua overperforms, he does well, which he did. I don't know if he overachieved or he played well. Didn't overachieve because he was a top quarterback in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So he had all the games. So the pressure really wasn't really on him. Like if he failed, people weren't going back to campus and be like, you blew it for us.
It's not a national championship, though.
But it's not fair because you just got something at halftime and you didn't really take that many snaps all year. So you could always argue you was put in an unfair situation.
True. So you had a reasoning for failing. All the praise was.
It was cushion. So if you fell on your face, the little pillows down there.
Got you.
See what I'm saying? But with Jalen Hurts, I feel like y'all start Jalen Hurts. Because regardless of what Tua did in the national championship, Jalen Hurts got you to the national championship. Not this year.
2 years in a row.
But 2 years in a row.
Fact.
So you can't take away from because he had one bad, even though it wasn't a national championship. He didn't play well in the national championship the last 2 years. But 1 year. So what is his record in Alabama? What, 15-1 or something like that? He's lost one game as the starter at Alabama. Correct? And that was the national championship.
Mm-hmm. And you lost it against arguably one of the best college quarterbacks in recent history. So
to the wire. You
wire.
didn't play. He actually didn't play bad in that national championship game.
Didn't. It's just that the ball was in that greatness
hands in the final 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he scored 2 touchdowns, right? He ran for 2 touchdowns in the national championship.
Yes.
Nope. Jalen Hurts.
I agree. I totally agree. I would start Jalen Hurts. Yes, Tua had a great half. But if you really look at that game, he could have a couple of those throws could have went the opposite way. He could have been saying, "Oh, damn, we lost another one." He had a pick. He also that touchdown that he did throw He did throw behind him. It got between two corners. But if they would have picked up on that throw, it could have been another pick in the end zone. He also
Ridley? The first
yes,
one to Ridley?
yes.
Okay. He did throw behind him.
He threw it behind him. And he had another pick. He had a pick. He also threw on a run play. He missed. I had to look it up too. It was supposed to be a run play. And he thought it was a pass play, and he threw an incomplete pass to the defender to a wide receiver that was run blocking. So it's just little mistakes like that it comes with experience. That you have a quarterback already that has the experience, that's gotten you two national championships. Okay? So don't just go away from him because of a half. Yes, you have a dynamic young quarterback.
Who will have his time.
Will have his time.
Jalen Hurts going into the draft after this shit.
He will have his time. Continue with Jalen Hurts. Continue to bring. You can still implement Tua in certain games. Like, he can play more this year. He will find ways to play Tua, to get him his reps.
I think the first 4 games when they win in 61-0, you let him play.
Let him do what he do. Let him get those reps. Let him learn the playbook in and out. Because at the end of the day, your team is built off your defense and your run game.
Agreed.
That's what it's built on. So now you'll have the dynamic, and you can move forward towards it. So, but no, I agree.
We have. Let me ask you this, right?
Go ahead.
So the Oklahoma City Thunder have drafted 3 MVPs now.
3.
Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook.
Uh-huh.
And now James Harden.
Uh-huh.
How good do you think they would have been if they had stayed together?
All I'm going to say is that 30 for 30 is going to be insane.
When it does come out?
When they have a 30 for 30, it's going to be insane. That's going to be a great 30 for 30. 3. Can you imagine if Presti didn't say, you know what, I'd rather keep Ibaka instead of, and giving up Harden? Because it was between those two, to keep Ibaka or Harden. Now, it would have came down to is, are they willing to take pay cuts? Because you know Kevin Durant was the man. So now, okay, we get rid of Ibaka, so we're going to have to split this, you know.
I think only one of them would have had to take a pay cut.
One of them.
Either Harden or Westbrook.
Or Westbrook. And what was it? Their 4th year together or 3rd year together they went to the finals? 3rd year. 3rd year together they went to the finals. And if it wasn't for a crazy no-call foul on LeBron, on KD, they probably would have won game 1. I don't know if you remember it. It was on the baseline. KD drove. LeBron fouled them. They didn't call it.
They still want to win the series, but okay.
Listen. Then the next year, Westbrook gets hurt when thing took out his knee. Patrick Beverly. Then the next year after that, Harden's gone.
So you think they would have been really good?
Yes. Absolutely.
I think they would have been a good basketball team. I don't think they would have been as great as we think.
Why?
Because you're able to appreciate those guys because they're all separated now. All 3 of them get to be MVPs because they're all separated.
Yes. Okay. So they probably all wouldn't have been MVP, but their games would have expanded. They went to the finals their 3rd season together.
So you think
3rd.
James Harden would have eventually started? Because James Harden now got a 6-man.
He was a 6-man. Yeah, he was a 6-man.
That year,
absolutely. A lot of people don't know in the 4th quarter. And this is why I always said play Westbrook off the ball. That 4th quarter, Harden was running the 1. Westbrook was off the ball. If you kept that dynamic, and you had Scott Brooks, which is defensive minded, that team would have been trouble.
I would have loved to see it.
That team would have been trouble. And then build around him, get some shooters, because I know they had Roberson, which he's not a shooter. Defender, Very, very good defender.
But you got two shooters with Harden and KD.
KD. Then you still got Adams. Give me another two that can stretch the floor. Build my bench.
You just had to build your bench at that point.
Come on, man. You really don't think they would have been this good? They would have been.
Nah, they've been
Buy-in with Golden State. Because I think they would have got over the Golden State hump.
I think they would have definitely got over the Golden State hump. Because those guys are going to have to guard.
Every possession.
And you're guarding somebody, if it's not better than you, they're just as good as you. James Harden is better than Klay Thompson. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry. I can't be mad at you for saying that.
Kevin Durant is better than Andre Iguodala. Better than Draymond Green.
He's the best player out of all of those.
In the conversation.
Absolutely.
And Westbrook's going to put so much pressure on Steph Curry. It's not going to be fair.
So much.
It's not going to be funny.
Scary. He couldn't, and he would have to guard Westbrook because you're not going to put him on Harden.
Pick your death.
Unless you put him on Roberson. He's all right. You actually can put him on Roberson. You can actually put him on Roberson.
Now, what happens if I take Roberson out?
And implement who? So
Ibaka's gone.
Ibaka's gone. Ibaka's gone. They can go
You have three. You have them three.
You got those three, and you got Adams.
Got Adams.
Now, are we adding Cantor?
You could.
Because they got him, but even though Harden was gone, so if they did get Cantor.
What about Jeremy Grant? You gonna put Steph Curry and Jeremy Grant?
He'll have 12 and 10. Jeremy Grant will have 12 and 10. Literally. So, that'll be tough. Just
really quick.
So
we I think we get to appreciate them because they were separated. I think they would have been a very good basketball team. They'd have been trouble. Mm-hmm. It'd have made a great story for the West because a healthy Kawhi, Spurs, Warriors here. Still got the Clippers duking it out. Mm-hmm. When the Clippers were healthy, and then this OKC team. Mm-hmm. You got the young Portland guys coming up. The West would have been bonkers.
So now, is that Portland with LaMarcus?
Nah, not even. Just Portland without. Nah, Portland's not in the conversation.
They're not in that conversation.
So you still got the Spurs.
Still got the Spurs.
Still got, and the Warriors.
The Warriors, Clippers.
At the time.
Mm-hmm. We leaving anybody out? No. As the top 4 teams in the West? Absolutely.
Now, that OKC team with that Cavs team.
With which Cavs team?
Kyrie and Kevin Love.
In the finals.
That's a series.
But now, are we going with what happened in each finals?
I'm just saying now.
Because if you go with the first finals, there was no Kyrie and there was no Love. OKC wins that. OKC wins that. So they have one chip. So now they're going back.
Them three dudes is healthy on both sides.
Kyrie, Love, and LeBron. Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. Ugh. Ugh. That's a tough one. And the only reason I'm saying this is because the LeBron factor is so great. But those three in their prime, Kyrie put pressure on you. He could stretch that floor, but Westbrook, wow. They may split it. They may go back and forth.
You gotta pick one.
I gotta pick who will win.
You gotta pick
out
one.
of the 4.
You gotta pick one. No, you gotta pick one.
What team is better?
Them three. You gotta pick not a tandem, but
I'm going OKC.
Really?
I'm going OKC.
I will go OKC also.
You're gonna say really, but you say
just because you kind of exclude Kevin Love.
Okay, absolutely. So we're nearing the end of the show. It's our season finale. And, it's basically we want to show appreciation because next season, everybody tune in. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be crazy.
We have a lot of things coming up.
A lot of things coming up. And, we don't do this alone. I know this is the faces that you see on the screen and you're listening to, but a lot of things are done behind the scenes. If I would like my engineer, can he come in real quick to show appreciation? Trayvon. He does a lot for the show behind the scenes with the graphics, to audio when things mess up. He's the first one to, fix it. He calls. He's the first one here, the last one to leave sometime. We just want to show our appreciation. Trey, appreciate everything you've done for us.
Thank you. We still recording, right, though, right?
Yeah.
All right,
We
cool.
still, you make sure it's good.
All
All right, everything's working. We want to show our appreciation. We got you gift card,
Oh, thank you.
$25.
$25.
Throw some gas. No, it's a Visa.
It's a
one.
Visa,
I
so
just
you-
bought it at Target.
You could do whatever with.
You can do
Listen,
whatever with it. I wouldn't make you generalize and just leave you stuck at Target. I don't know if you shop at Target.
well, they can't hear you, Trey. So just want to say your appreciation.
Thank you guys for giving me this gift card. Not to Target.
What's
But
wrong with Target?
nothing. I thought it was Target. I was excited.
They can't see you.
That's fine.
He's fine. He doesn't want to be
He doesn't want to be seen.
But we appreciate you and thank you for everything you've done. We're definitely gonna move forward and increase and get better views and work hard. Next season's gonna be real good. So we thank you, appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm ready to get to work.
My man Detroit Red. He's not here.
He's not here, but,
he's another engineer. We got another one for him as well. So we don't want you to think, Red, we forgot about you, baby. Red is a big supporter, another great engineer for us. So we got him one. I'm gonna hold this down. You don't pick it up by July 4th though. This is going to my gas tank.
That's definitely the truth.
But we got one for you too. So Red, we appreciate you.
Been tuning in. So last but not least, our manager, Taija, she's been great. She's also, I want her to come in real quick.
Please.
Come on.
Please.
Come on.
we have
You always want to go on air. You always want to talk about you going on air.
We have something for you.
You don't want to come on? Are you serious? All right, listen. So she doesn't want to come on, but she's basically the backbone of Topics. She gets everything done inside and out. When we're not up to par,
She yells at a lot of us.
oh, she definitely yells. She pushes us. She guides us. She's our strength when we're weak. She does everything.
And she getting 10%
And she listen.
of nothing.
When we get there,
She get 12.
it's all about y'all.
She
But
get 12.
we do have a gift for you. When you do check your email, I will send it to you. We have a day for you at the spa to go get a massage. So we want you to enjoy that. Show our appreciation to you. Okay? So again, listen, man, this was an amazing season. We thank everybody that tuned in. We love you. We love our supporters. We're about to grow big. And listen, it's really about to take off.
Merchandise coming soon.
Merchandise is coming soon. Our sayings, I don't know if everybody's listened in, but when they do, you hear me say first and foremost, that's my hashtag.
Heard
That's
you, sis.
copywritten.
Heard you, sis.
That's Chris's hashtag. That's what he says. So first and foremost, this is the season finale, but it's just the beginning. I want to thank you all for tuning in and just listen and watch for great things ahead.
Appreciate you, my brother, for allowing me to be up here with you. My first time doing this, allowing me to grow expand my horizons. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody calling in, the people who called in, people who wish us well, people who follow us on Instagram and comment and different things like that. Just our people who participated over the years with the whole just calling in and the NCAA thing that we did.
The brackets.
And just like I said, we got a lot of ideas on the horizon next year. Thinking about getting a
next
summer
season.
league team next
Yes.
year. That's on the
next year,
horizon.
yeah.
Team topic. So if you're in the Atlanta area, look out for that. And we're trying to get in the AEBL. So if anybody got to connect with the AEBL,
Listen.
we're trying to get a team next summer.
That's what we do. I want to thank you and appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, my brother.
My guy.
Even though we fight a lot, people don't really understand the dynamic. This is what makes it work.
Absolutely.
This is what makes it
Absolutely.
us. But this was great.
Amazing.
Was great. We're gonna take a little break. We'll be back. Late August around college football.
Late
season.
August. So again, we're gonna end on this note. We're gonna play that Hamiltones. That's my joint.
Yeah,
I love that
let's
song.
Do that. Let's do that.
You could listen. You could look for them on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Hamiltones, Spotify.
Just find them.
Just find them. Music is great. Listen, I'm Tone Taylor.
And I'm Chris Harris.
Topics out.
To love her, but I guess not enough to stay. My bank account's not set up that way. I remember you left that day. Alright, how you had my heart right inside your head. See you left with another man. I thought you loved me, but here I stand. I guess I finally learned my lesson. Money can't buy you love, you know. Money can't buy you love.
You're listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com.
We know for the fall. We cooking out again?
She said that.
We ain't having shit. If we cook out, let me know so I can come over and cook at like 10 o'clock. Because if we go on, because you know niggas got work the next day. So if niggas can eat it. We're off on the 4th of July.
What day is that?
Wednesday.
I was trying to get y'all to put your lessons in.
Who the hell is that?